Finn's News, in cooperation with Ace Per Head, presents The Tape Don't Lie, bout number 17.
Tannehill opened up with his first pass play for 15 yards to Parker on a comeback. The only downside, he locked onto Parker through the entire route. Tannehill's second pass was a touchdown to Stills. He was open in the flats after a pick, well-designed play, easy pitch and catch. Tannehill's third pass was to Parker on an out. Parker just dropped the ball. Tannehill's fourth pass play is almost a pick. He goes back to the comeback route with Parker, stares down the receiver. Gilmore's prepared. There's a little bit of pressure. When he sees Gilmore break like that, he's got to get rid of that ball. He's got to throw it away or go to another progression. Very lucky he wasn't picked. Tannehill's next drop back is a sack. He's blasted by the Mike linebacker on a delayed blitz. Ted Larson swings quick over to help Tunsil and loses all awareness of the A-gap. This one really lies on him, although you'd like to see Tannehill go through his progressions better and get rid of that ball. After the sack, Tannehill bounces back, and that's what you want to see. He does a play action from under center and hits Stills for 15 yards. This is by far Tannehill's best pass of the day. It's really an elite throw. From the play action pass from under center, he drops the ball in over double coverage right into the perfect spot to Stills. Tannehill lacks anticipation sometimes when receivers are coming out of breaks, but when it's thrown to a spot and he lines up the receiver, he has one of the best deep balls in the game. Gase tries to keep Tannehill in rhythm by giving him an easy one-read wide receiver screen. Pick up good yardage with a first down and 10 yards on the play, marching towards the end zone. This is where Tannehill hits a rocky patch. He has 6 possible blitzes and 5 offensive linemen to pick them up. He needs to focus on the hot route, which is Parker on the right side doing a shallow in-cut. Instead, he dead-eyes the wide receivers on the left side who are running 2 slow developing routes. And you could say Larson would be responsible to pick up the inside blitz instead of helping Travis at center. But it's up to Tannehill to set the protection, know the routes, and get the ball out quick. Tannehill's struggles continue. He has problems finding the open receiver and misses Amendola breaking free coming across the middle. Pressure gets to him and he gets sacked. It's easy to lay the blame on the offensive line, but you can see that Amendola was wide open right in front of him and somehow he misses him. If Tannehill wants to ever be an elite quarterback, he needs to see this wide receiver wide open right in front of his face. This one is on him. There's 51 seconds and a half, and it's 1st and 10. Tannehill eyes Drake going out into the flats, lingers a little too long on him, decides not to throw. When he turns to look at other progressions, the pressure gets on him, he tries to roll out, his foot's caught, and he's sacked. Swanson picks up the stunt, which has been a struggle for the offensive line since the beginning of the season. Unfortunately, James was bullied back on the bull rush right into Tannehill. Gase tries to open up the third quarter with an easy throw to the flats. The Patriots defender, though, disrupts the timing. Tannehill shows his athleticism by rolling out and throwing a dart to Drake. You have to give credit to Tannehill, not only for his athleticism, but for his toughness. Gase calls another throw to the flats, this time to Gore. Gore catches it, turns upfield, and picks up 11 yards. It's an easy throw for Tannehill and keeps him protected and gets him back in rhythm. Tannehill tries to push the ball downfield to Parker. Parker has leverage, but Tannehill throws too high for him to reach. On 3rd and 24, this is just a dump-off pass to get better field position. Nothing to see here. Gase sticks with his bread and butter plays by working the flats. This time it's a screen pass to the running back. Gase calls a play action with 3 levels of receivers, short, medium, and deep. Tannehill, though, eyes the running back and dismisses the yellow 2 receivers doing comebacks at deeper depth. He hits Gore and Gore makes a play, but it should have been a tackle, and Tannehill left 2 easy completions for chunk yardage down the field. Tannehill has good anticipation when it comes to the wide receiver in space, but his weakness is when it comes to anticipation with receivers breaking out of routes. While Tannehill lacks anticipation with receivers coming out of routes, he doesn't lack anticipation with receivers entering space. This is a perfect example of Tannehill's strength. This deep post route for the TD is an excellent pass and shows how Tannehill can be a playmaker. This is another example of Tannehill's strength, the ability to be mobile and to throw a laser downfield. This pass play made me want to rip my eyes out of my head. This is the play where Stills nosedives a yard before the first down. Not much to say here except, what the hell? The Dolphins are in the most critical stage of the game in one of the most important games of the year, but they shouldn't have been here if Stills decided to go with the first down. So what do they call? Play action rollout to the short side of the field. This play looked doomed from the start the way the Patriots loaded the weak side of the field. It makes you wonder, can Tannehill audible out of these plays? And if he can, why didn't he get out of this one? Also, this play call shows that you don't trust the blocking of your offensive line or your quarterback to make the critical throw. So you have to use subterfuge in order to get 1 yard. On the second to last drive, Tannehill throws 2 very catchable balls to Stills. First one Stills gets, the second one bounces off his hands. So when you look at it, the third and second final drives were ended on Stills' failure to deliver, not Tannehill's. The reality is, this game didn't need to have a miracle finish. If the third and second final drives by the Dolphins had been allowed to continue, there was a good possibility they could have put on points and ended it there. But critical failures by Stills, not going for the first down and making a critical drop on the third down, ended both drives, forcing the Dolphins to have this miracle play. It's time for Dolphin fans to stop being so schizophrenic in their evaluation of Ryan Tannehill. He's not elite, and he's not garbage. Beyond the miracle finish, last week's victory proved that with Tannehill at the helm, you can win big games. His play was a large contributor to the Dolphins keeping pace with the Patriots in scoring. This doesn't mean that Dolphins shouldn't go out and look for a better option. But fans need to be clear, they could do a lot worse than Ryan Tannehill.